boy, I think that's gonna be the last night, night 7. We met Reynard recently, December 24, New Year's Eve. Meadows shop. In spite of last night's paralysis, the second my eyes open, my mind's already made up. I'm just wired to follow my God, to be driven by the impulses, the good, the bad, the totally random, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm jumping into the fray. I'm backing Reynard, not because I'm still hung up on him, or because it's some noble pipe dream he has for our clan. Hell no, I'm in it purely for the thrill of the new. It's pretty much a death wish, but screw it, comes with the Ravenous territory. Who the hell is knocking my RV? Kelly, you in there? Get out of here, fast. Oh, just my kind host. What choice do I have but to oblige? Matter, what's going on? Look, Kelly, I'm really sorry, but you need to leave now. Did I mess up or something? He looks all twisted up, like he's been on high alert since last night. Nah, I didn't. It's just some serious shit hit the fan, and I only just found out. Staying here and safe for you. Is it that bad? It's goddamn disaster. I would grill him for more, but his disaster isn't my circus, not anymore. I've got other places to be. Give me 5 and I'm out of your hair. Thanks. It's for the best, really. Hit me up in a few months, yeah, once everything's cooled down. Doubtful. I'm basically an outcast now, and I wasn't planning on a return trip either. This place is a magnet for bullshit. I see, that's too bad really, but in case you change your mind. We'll see, stay safe, Maddo. He gives me a frantic nod, his mind obviously racing someplace else. What the hell are the Annas up to? Yeah, whatever, I'm out. First things first, I'm gonna drive my baby to a nice isolated parking spot. There are plenty in the city, so Marvy should be pretty safe. Next, a rendezvous with Reynard and his endless travel. I hope he's at least cooked up a plan that doesn't require my final death. I'm gonna do everything I can to get that vial, and then we'll see just how good I really am at surfing through the sheer fucking chaos. Burning Man, a relentless, ruthless con man willing to lie, cheat and kill to get his hands on Zapatusara's blood. But as insane as it sounds, there is something undeniably thrilling about it being part of the Huss, two and all Huss, and I can't deny and live for the thrill. I'm a daredevil after all. I show up early, way too early. I tell myself just my usual routine. Checking the perimeter to make sure there aren't any red flags. Old habits die hard, I guess. I'm on the prowl, eyes peeled for any sign of a trap or anyone looking for trouble. I scour the place for secret messages, desperate for something that yells, "Kelly, babe, this one's for you." Then I grab the best hiding spot I can find, slip into the shadows and settle in to wait, and wait, and wait. God damn, where is he? I pace restlessly where the infamous clock of Tribeca Tower mocks my naivety. Minutes turn to hours and I start feeling like a complete moron, waiting for he who never shows. Deja vu slaps me in the face hard. Same shit, different night. Well, maybe the greedy Manhattan backdrop adds some flavor to the bitterness. Hardly a week gone by, and here I am, repeating my mistakes, except now I'm willingly blindfolded, fully aware of the shitstorm I'm marching into. Damn, I'm too wired to think straight. Why the hell would Reynard ditch me, especially when he's the one who asked for my help, unless he played me again, which would make me the Queen of Fools. Makes no sense though. No sense at all. After another half hour of fuming, I start walking around randomly, hoping to bump into him just through sheer luck. Turns out I should have bailed earlier because the asshole did leave a hint after all. My search was just half-assed. He tweaked some old hobo signs, mixing in just enough of our code to make it barely noticeable. It must have been a rush job, or I would spot it in way sooner. A sign that usually means free medical help now reads, "This is decoy. Head this way." It's pointing toward Times Square. God, there is something about this whole situation, something I miss so much. It's not the sight itself, it's the person behind it, the familiarity, those messed up strokes, the sense that it meant just for me. I love the thought, but it wraps me up completely in this twisted sense of home. My clan's perverse idea of belonging. Memory ran out. Focus on the damn job. You're a pro, you rule your emotions. They don't rule you. Remember that, kid. I snap out of it, give myself a couple of good refreshing slaps, and shove that yearning, the ache brings that nothing but thrown back into the furthest corners of my mind. Reynard's own damn advice finally clicked, so at least there's that. I head for the subway without a second thought. I've got a direction and just still have time to brace myself for whatever's down the road. I find him waiting in an alley a couple blocks away from Carnegie Hall. He's trotting around with that smug grin of his, showing off his perfect teeth. It's a miracle his loud overcoat doesn't drown out the New Year's Eve celebrations. My Tsar, the king of bullshit, just an infuriatingly memorable as ever. Seems they chose the spot carefully. It's shockingly quiet here. Whatever's planned, it's clear they want to keep any uproar around the convoy to a controlled minimum. Everything feels so mundane aside from the distant sounds of revelry and the view of the Times Square ball. The moment Reynolds senses me nearby, he turns around and gives me an aggravatingly casual salute, signaling for me to come over. Knew you wouldn't let me down, kid. Sure you did. I just realized he looks like a Tyler Durden from Fight Club. I spot three other kindred with him, all dressed in black and grey, radiating this weird aura that seems to pull the shadows closer to them. Evening, ma'am, Mr. Castle. The trio fans out of Reynolds' signal, scoping out the street. I stand my ground, arms crossed, ready to vent my irritation when he comes over. You don't know Tarmas? I'm honestly baffled you haven't bumped into him yet. That guy's all over the shop. Tarmas, what is he? He the Greek god of assholery or something? Nah, just his alias. Smells like something from a Blake poem. He's all about that esoteric whole shit. I let the silence happen for a while, trying to figure him out, but he's more of a closed book than ever. So all these guys, they have retrust crew? He pauses, mulling over his answer. Some of them, yeah. I drop my voice to a whisper. Can we trust them? I wouldn't trust them with a bottle opener. Trust? Who said anything about that? His gaze sharpens, annoyance flickering across his face. Doesn't happen often, but I've seen it before. Getting cold feet, Callie, it's all for or nothing. With me, you know that. Either you get fully on board and trust my lead, or we are done here. I give him a hard look. I just don't think these guys can actually pull it off. They'll manage, plus they are La Sombra, and that means main shit in general. But tonight they are providing their digital offense. Any kind of modern tech goes haywire around them, makes us nearly invisible to smartphone cameras. That's either incredibly risky or downright brilliant, and Reynard is really off the mark. Still not clear on what I'm supposed to be doing. He looks eyes at me for the first time since we met up last night. Gone is any hint of the warmth I remember, replaced entirely by purpose, chilling, undiluted purpose. It scares the undead shit out of me. I needed to be yourself, Kelly. That cunning, sharp tongue from I embrace under the glare of that burning effigy. You've got this. Trust me, I wouldn't bet against you. I'd better be a damn good bet. His green phony as a $3 bill somehow eases the tension. We just sit there for a while, soaking in the moment, a rare thing for our clan. Part of me aches to trust him. Damn, he's making it incredibly tempting. It would be so easy, so soothing to lay down my walls and shove all my skepticism aside. It would hurt less. But I can't let myself go there, not with everything that's gone down. I've got to stay sharp, keep my defenses up, always on alert, especially against him. Convoy details, got any intel on the convoy, number of vehicles, level security, that kind of thing? Based on what? I've gathered they're rolling with just one lightly armored van are marked to stay under the radar. I expect the driver and the right-hand man up front with a backpack car to follow, all trained for combat. He cuts himself off and quickly rises to his feet. He'll have to figure out the rest as we go. Shit's about to go down. Just then I catch a signal from one of the Zombras. The convoy is about to approach. Come, let's give those folks the show of a lifetime. Slipping back into my old self feels like putting on a worn-out pairs of jeans. Familiar and comforting, but you know all the places they pinch. So even as I'm chafing, I pretend everything's the same, like we're just two old pals. Him teaching me learning. There's still some twisted respect there, I admit, but I'm not blinded by the bullshit anymore. This is the only way I can pull this off. That's my secret to keeping a poker face, even when I'm drowning in this sea of lies. Perhaps the truth discovered myself had to vanish into the chaos first, but now I see clearly. I'm Callie, a ravenous through and through. I'm my own damn self, not some puppet on strings. Let's do this. By the time I get back to Reynard, he's already in full swing, walking the fast-growing crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may have your undivided attention for just a moment. Yes, you too, big guy. I knew you were part of this. Without you, there is no magic. He pauses for dramatic effect, casting his gaze around, and somehow everyone immediately turns toward him, fixated on his captivating gestures. What the fuck, Reynard? Far away, aiming for low key? Hang tight, kid. Let the master do this work. He weaves through the crowd, pulling in stragglers with his charm and dazzling them with quick finger tricks. I catch sight of a few smartphones coming out, but two of our La Sombra crew are on it, sticking close to ensure recorders end up a grainy mess. Tonight we are driving headfirst into the unknown, an expedition of wonder. Are you with me? There's a resounding hell yeah. I keep my lips sealed. To the fine folks gathered in this crazy, beautiful jungle, tonight you're the key master to the secrets of the universe. But I gotta ask, are your minds open? Are you prepared to question everything you've ever believed? The crowd was laughing this shit up. We're just puppets to the rules, the laws of physics, moral codes, you name it. Let's not forget ordinances, the chains of our so-called society. I bet you know exactly what I mean. Especially you, sir. Yes, you in a cashmere vest. You look like you've got at least a couple of unfair parking tickets to your name. Am I right? The joke's lame as hell, but the crowd laughs anyway. But what if we said, fuck the rules tonight? What if I showed you the truth so wild breaks every damn law and paves the path to true freedom? In a second, my beautiful assistant and I are gonna blow your minds with something that has been years in the making. It ain't a simple trick, it challenged what we accept as reality. So one more time, are you with me? The crowd is buzzing, which gives me a moment to jab Reynard in the side. Jesus, Reynard, this was your master plan? Walking the crowd? Come on, don't be such a Debbie Downer, you love this. You're the headline after all. Huh? Oh, spectacle, it's your call. You've lost your goddamn mind. We've rocked this shit before, Callie. Loads of times. It's gonna be legendary, trust me. I won't trust him, thank you very much, but even for pissed, I'm sickly buzzing with the excitement. I know exactly the kind of magic we are gonna work tonight. Entracement passion is a true magic. We're hitting there with 1-2-1-2. That's our shorthand for the trick's complexity and style we are about to pull off. It's his brainchild, so he gets the message right away. Passion, huh? Sure about that? I'm tweaking the formula on the go. Just watch. He knows and hypes up the crowd even more. Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or skeptic, this act is going to rock the very core of your being. Feel the pulse of the earth, the rhythm of the stars, the heartbeat of the human spirit. Tonight we're gonna show you the power of true magic, the hex most ancient, the most powerful enchantment of all, raw, unadulterated passion. He sets the stage on fire with his intro, but I'm already ablaze. Oh, Raven, they're sad. They're here, SAD. I jerk my head toward him. That dumbass from Retra's gang is pointing at some plane van rolling up, shadowed by a dark sedan. Both jammed up thanks to our street act. Reynard spots them and smirks like he's just won the lottery. You good to go, kid? Yeah, let's do this. Knock their socks off. Make sure you grab everyone's attention. I nod, stepping toward with my killer smile, arms raised and drawing attention as I drop into a graceful bow. Ladies and gentlemen, and anyone in between, I dare you to raise your heads and meet the gaze of Aphrodite, the gaze of Ishtar and Freya, the gaze of the goddess of love. Stuck as I am in a dramatic mood, I remain wide awake and alert, ready to react and prey upon an unsuspecting bystander. Where are you, my Adonis? Come, my Hedon. Come meet me under the pale sky. I feel like a damn bass wiggling around like a snake trying to be seductive. But it doesn't matter. All I need is one victim. Waiting on it. My eyes flick toward a sudden movement at the edge of the crowd. Someone swiftly closing in. The crowd doesn't part in so much as it spots out policemen. Favors all ruffled, spewing some bullshit at Reynard about us not having a permit, ordering us to stop threatening us with arrest. Perfect. Looks like we have a brave volunteer. Come to the stage, my good sir, and let yourself be swept off your feet. The crowd erupts into a cheer. The policeman's face growing as red as tomato, and I can help but chuckle. We may have many vices and few merits, but he does have an exceptional eye for victims. I dance a few steps toward the policeman until we are nose to nose and toe to toe, and flash him into a killer smile, channel my allure to him. I feel bigger, stronger, more consectional than I've ever been. He can't tear his eyes away from me, and my voice hits him like Cupid's arrow right in the air. Come on, big guy, show me what you got. His face slackens for a second before lighting up, getting all soft and completely, absolutely delusional, eyes blinded by passion and lust. I didn't expect him to devolve so quickly into what must be thought was a mating dance, but the Rubicon has been crossed, so I stand there amid the frenzied crowd, watching the policeman rapidly shedding his clothes to the rhythm of the song playing in the background. I have no idea how falling for me got translated in his brain to an awkward but enthusiastic striptease, but oh well, as long as it works. The crowd cheers and jeers, egging the man until he has nothing left to give. When he's captured all the attention, I spin on my heel, slipping out of his sight, out of everybody's sight. From the corner of my eye, I catch the policeman snapping back to reality, frantically gathering his clothes as he makes a hasty exit. Reynard shoots me a nod of quiet acknowledgement and seamlessly segues into his next act. Only then does the tension slam into me like a truck, nearly sending me to my knees. It worked. It worked. I sigh, a bonus reflex, but it somehow resets my inner balance. Even as this nagging unease, this dread of screwing up continues to sliver up my spine, I clench my jaw and stand my ground, locked in, full alert. Reynard's got the crowd worked us up past the point of no return. La Sombra trio scan every corner, watching the SAD van like hawks. That van so plain and unnoticed carries a vial of vitae so ancient it challenges all logic. Do those agents even know the significance of their cargo? SID Special Affairs Division, a rare breed of mortals we weave inside into our hidden world, spearheading the crusade against all evil. It feels like some messed up fairy tale, but hey, I used to say the same shit about the vampires, didn't I? The agents step out, the driver leading the way, shotguns at the ready, their gazes laser focused on the mob. They are beyond peace. The driver attempts to disperse the crowd, screaming his lungs out, but it's like shouting into a black hole. They are stuck deep in their own heads, thanks to Reynard's manipulation. Can't you see we just started, and here they are, breathing you down your necks, trying to control us, trying to chain you up. Are you really gonna let that happen? Are you gonna let them reap your freedom away just like that? As if on cue, the crowd starts booing the convoy's guards, who are totally lost trying to make sense of the chaos. In the midst of it all, the La Sombra trio moves into a place smoother than shadows. I'm on edge, jittery, waiting for my moment. So what are we waiting for, people? Let's steer them on new one. Rena's word lighting the fuse. The crowd explodes with fury, closing in on the guards who are frantically trying to not pull any triggers. The other two agents in the sedan are completely overrun, trapped by the seething mob. Reynard gives me a signal and melts into the crowd, beeling into the van. Weaving through the crowd, I make my way toward the driver, gently pushing bystanders aside with finesse and resolve. It doesn't take long before I spot a promising looking key swinging from his belt. I edge closer, focused and driven, for the exhilaration almost betrays me. My hand barely shakes with excitement as I grasp the key, but the agent senses a slight tug and instantly turns, our eyes meeting in silent standoff. Oh, I'm nobody. Don't sweat it, you got bigger problems, buddy. And the agent strangely saying, given what just happened, nods and turns to fan out the increasingly aggressive crowd. I make a swift exit, not sticking around to see how it all plays out. I head to the van with the key in hand. I could just snatch that vial and run, but the firm grip on my shoulder stops me. Nicely done, kid. Now enough the key. His gaze chilling, void of warmth. Let go of me. We're running out of goddamn time. Look at the crowd. You wound them up way too much. I know. Give me the key. I'll get the vial as fast as I can. Before I can even snap back, he's already darting towards the van. My hands suddenly empty. I try to give chase, but the throng of people effectively blocks my path. The nagging unease slivers up my spine yet again. Feels like a damn century, but finally Reynard struts out of the van, holding a wrapped up bundle close to his chest like it's a Cullinan diamond. I'm waving like a maniac, trying to get his attention, but he straight up ignores me. I yell and try to break through the wall of noise, and just when I'm about to, a shotgun blast tears through the deafening silence in its wake. Panic fractures the crowd. The SAD agents finally comprehend the clusterfuck, but it's too late. Thomas and his Placola Zombra crew rip into them, removing any chance of retaliation. It's pure anarchy. And then Thomas, that crazy bastard, turns on Reynard with a snarl. Devil Zombra spawns on the other agents who just managed to stumble their sedan. And me, I'm just standing there paralyzed, completely fucking useless. Amid this mayhem, the Times Square ball illuminates the night with vibrant colors as it nears the end of its descent. It's really gorgeous, the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. My worst fathers. Reynard? He was everything, my marker, my mentor, my shield, the supreme overload of bullshit, but now when he looks at me, there's nothing there. I don't know who this person is. Maybe the Reynard I thought I knew was never real to begin with. Stop it. His gaze jumps from the files, he's clutching to Thomas, then to me, and then he's gone, dashing towards Central Park, just fucking up and leaving me stranded again. I finally showed my way out of the crowd, barely noticing Thomas and one of the other Los Umbras goons in pursuit of Reynard, but I'm not really focused on them. No, it's because the last Los Umbra is coming at me. I scream, I'm gonna fuck you up against the backdrop of the blooded SAD sedan. Is this the kindred equivalent of staring down the barrel? I fight back as hard as I can, but he's just too strong. He slams me on the to the ground, his eyes burning with a wild frenzy, hungry for my final death. I close my eyes, steel myself for what comes next. It's close, I can sense it, my reckoning. And then pain, excruciating pain, like a blade carrying through my cheekbone, boring toward my brain. But the oblivion doesn't come. Instead, the heavy weight of the motionless corpse pins me down, oddly comforting, like a big warm chunky blanket on a winter night. My eyes snap open. La Sombra fuck, his head a gory mess rolls out me in slow motion. Guess the same bullet that obliterated his skull must kiss my cheek too. The sidewalk next to me erupts with a deafening blast. I'm up and running before I can think twice, not even glancing back because it's clear the SAD isn't fucking around. They've got snipers ready to pick me off. The crowd's thinning, but there are enough people left for me to slip away. I'm heading straight for Central Park, and with every step rough grows within me like a tidal wave, stronger and more vicious than ever. When the sounds finally reach me, the outcome of the pursuit is obvious. Reina's on the losing side. The only breaks in the sickening rhythms of soft flesh impacts, his agonized groans. Gah. I edge closer, stepping from the shadow to shadow, careful not to let myself into a similarity shitty scenario. When I finally see him, holy fuck, Reina looks like hell, legs broken, nose caved in. That smug grin of his has been wiped away clean. A few dark stains show where the damage got too severe. His vitae now still painting that dimly lit pavement. And then there's Thomas, formed in the prize that Reina was so desperate to get, now firmly in his grasp, mockingly dangled just out of my sorrow's reach. He carefully unwraps the cause of all his ruin, holding it up to catch the moonlight. This relic of my lineage, essence without form, Zarathustra blood. All that chaos over this little thing? Seriously, Castle, your pathetic bloodline doesn't justify such defiance. Honestly, it's hard to argue with that. The blood looks mundane, just slightly darker and thicker than the regular stuff. But there's more to it, an elusive, intangible allure, something hypnotic, as if it's whispering to me. Give it to me, give. Another sickening sound, another bone gone wrong. This time his arm twisted like a corkscrew. The wound could heal quickly, but gods, he's a wreck. And I feel nothing, absolutely nothing. Thomas quickly stuffs the bundle back into his jacket and signals his Lazombra goon to keep an eye on Reynard. Then he grabs the machete, the same one Reynard magically whipped out against him not too long ago. The thought of diving in to save my sire barely tickles my brain, then disappears before I can even consciously squash it. Time to wrap things up, Castle. Go fuck you. Even in the faint moonlight, I see his teeth scatter through the air and disappear into the fluffy snow. You know, Ritual wanted me to officially thank you for all the efforts before putting it in, and to your sorry ass, but yeah, fuck that, we are short on time. We have managed to laugh, although it sounds strange, wheezy, surprisingly it doesn't feel like a laughter of resignation. What's so damn funny? Suddenly a massive Doberman launched straight at Thomas, knocking him down towards me. The dog snaps Thomas' neck with a vicious bite that's nearly surgical, and his head rolls gently away from his body. I'm pretty sure Thomas saw me before being decapitated, just didn't have the chance to rat me out to his body. When as machete falls close by, I pick it up almost unconsciously. It's nice to feel something tangible in my hand. It reminds me that what I'm seeing is real. The ever-present New Year's Eve flies clean off of his plate. The music from Times Square amps up, drowning out all the sounds in the world. When us poor loyal mud doesn't make it, the ever Lazombra goon finishes it off with a swift lethal strike. And the dog's departure, if marked by a soft, regretful whimper, shame I had more affection for that dog than its master. The goon makes a move for Thomas' corpse, going for the vial. I don't even blink, don't pause to think, I just let loose with a machete, pouring every ounce of strength into one strike. His head hits the ground with thud, his body crumbling right after. I can feel my legs. Reynard catches my eye but keeps his mouth shut, whether he's physically unable or just doesn't want to speak, I don't know. It's not like I give a damn. I grab the bundle and peel it open, holding the vial up. The moonlight looks underwhelming. How could such simple thing spark too much madness? But this already gives off power, potential, risk, lineage, the threat of eternal demise. This could brighten my future or spell doom my entire clan. Kelly, oh fuck. His voice barely cuts through the buzzing in my ears. The numbness has spread from my legs. I can barely move my fingers. Even my eyelids feel frozen. Kelly, hand it over, please. I've never felt less like one myself. Just a sip, goddammit. I'll be up, wheeze, and running in no time. I've never felt more like myself either. No, Kelly, things could go back to how they were. Together we could do so much more. Reach heights. Shut the fuck up right now. Just shut up for once. And he does, for once. He actually listens. I finally see you for who you are, and I'm just tired of your bullshit. I'm done letting you spew any more of it. You ungrateful cunt. You owe me. I owe nothing. You've earned every bit of this yourself, and now a distant radio crackle and the sound of footsteps signal that the set has picked up my scent. Now you deal with the fallout. I slip the vial into my belt bag and start to walk. Feeling returns to my body like it's made of lead, but I can move again. Don't you walk away from me, kid. I'm Reese. I made you. I keep walking. I don't dare look back. I can bear to. Callie? I break into a full sprint. I just can't. I need to get out of here. I get swept by the crowd again. Oh god. My instincts are screaming in overdrive as a wildfire pure raw. Unadulterated panic threatens to explode inside my head. 6. Then it hits me. The familiarity of this crowd, this rhythm pulsing, moving as one, buzzing from every conceivable high, pulsating with an anticipation, desire, ecstasy. This crowd is where it belonged. 5. I literally came into the world this way. My mom gave birth to me in the middle of the desert rave, right in a goddamn public pool. All my firsts happened in the heart of such crowd. First deception, first puff of weed, first psychedelic journey, first true intimacy, first shady deal. It was in a crowd like this that I was embraced. 4. So the countdown, New Year's Eve countdown. Fucking hell, Reynard. Why he had a knack for making everything seem within reach, for making me believe that this unlively forest meant something. That I meant something. Was I nothing more than a tool in your hands? Did any truth ever escape your lips, or was it all lies? 3. I let the sea of bodies carry me, transform me, merging into the loyalty of such a single overwhelming experience. And just like that, I'm back up to myself. No more SAD tales to worry about if they were ever really onto me. I'm sure they got distracted by their decoy dropped in Central Park. I feel like shit. But for the past week, pretty much everyone's been treating me like shit, and I've been at it way longer, just dress up as Care. But Drake, it's only now that I catch sight of the Times Square ball hanging right above me. The countdown is on, almost midnight. Welcome 2025. This the year bringing the potential, the year of change. But what about you, my dear fornicative? Will you change too, or will you remain obsessed with the belief that the answers lie somewhere beyond? That all you need is patience and diligence, and you'll be led to them in the end like a lost ship. I truly hope you find your way back to reality. Maybe then I'll track you down. You'll be all stiff and awkward, and I'll hassle you till your eyes roll from their sockets, and together we'll work it all out. Happy New Year, my ass. I finally break free from the crowd. A quick scan of the area shows no immediate threats, no SID, no hunters, no damn ivory tower night inside. Good. I'm done with the city. Isolated parking lot, a week full of nightmares. Is the everlasting game of survival. I get the violent Reynard got his due. It's time to give New York City a middle finger and never look this way again. My memory of getting here is all foggy. I must strayed off the path more than a few times because it's late as hell, with the sun about to peek over the skyline. How much time do I have left? 20 minutes, maybe 30, if I'm lucky. Finally around the corner of parking lot where I left my RV. There's a surge of relief when I spot her tucked away in the shadows, still in one piece, but the shadows don't feel empty. Callie, we're not alone. Fucking hell, Drake, don't sneak up on me like that. If you're here just to... He's trying to act cool, slouching against my RV, but every line of his lanky body screams blood, wound, agony, even his face isn't showing it at all. In fact, it's totally blank in that familiar, almost comforting way, but something's off about his whole demeanor, the way he looks at me, the way he's standing here, if he's not pouncing at me only because the pain's holding him back. My gut always goes nuts when I'm facing real danger, and right now listen. So I come to halt. What's wrong? Are you hurt? I'm fine. It seems the SID has started hiring amateurs. Oh, they're just sleeping up, as I'm sure you're you are well aware. I'm well aware, but how the hell does he know that I just nod curtly and keep my mouth shut? I'm sorry about Reynard. I get that he was flawed man who caused you more than enough suffering, but grief's rarely just black or white, is it? And while I never knew my own sorrow, I can sympathize. I'm truly sorry for your loss. How do you've been spying on me? He shrugs with one shoulder, a pathetic attempt at nonchalance. No one thinks is what I do. Knowledge is power, right? And on the topic of knowledge, he takes a step toward me, and I instinctively take one back, tensing up, ready for to flee or fight. He stopped gazing at me with his big, empty eyes. Why don't you hand over the vial? So this is it, huh? Am I just a lone rogue, Callie versus the goddamn world? I love, but there's no joy left in me, not even a trace of sarcasm. All this time you lying sack of shit. I'm not your enemy, Callie. I just need the vial. Hand it over, please. In the end, survival's game we play. Fuse. No, absolutely not. He sighs again, raising his hand out to pinch the bridge of his nose. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. I'm asking nicely, for now. I feel my hackles rise, bristling like thorns, and I'm refusing nicely. I'm not giving you anything. I hiss at him, bear hunch, and thanks Baird, but curiosity killed the raven. Why? Why the hell are you doing this? To kiss the sheriff's ass? To put me in my place? Tell me. I told you it's knowledge I'm after, but be more specific. I'm just a blind tool, remember? Callie. He struggles a bit, his voice hanging in the air. I told you about my Malkavian heritage. It has plagued me for as long as I can remember. That vial contains my heritage, not yours. That vial, more than anything, holds immense power if forced fast enough to either usher in our doom or lock the gateway to uncharted possibilities. It all hinges on who claims it first. He hesitates, but seems too exhausted to keep up with his sophisticated secrets. Vitra is certain the blood will expand her mind. She assured me it would grant her unique insight into the nature of our kind, and in turn the nature of my voice. I stared at him, mouth agape. Are you serious right now? He just nods, his expression unreadable. I don't even know where to start. You've been in cahoots with Vitra the whole time. I thought you made me think of you were scared shitless of her. I'm scared of her, I really am, but Kelly, I'm far older than you, 4 times your age at least. I survived the fall of London. I've witnessed the true extent of the eternal struggle. I've even learned to outsmart the conflicting voices in my head, but this one is bizarre, distinct voice. I have to know why it still haunts me. I can't go on without answers. Ritra, she promised me that. I burst out laughing, fear and disbelief coursing through my veins. Oh, she promised you? Really? You absolute moron. Callie. I've never met her, not even once, and I'm 100% sure she's gonna fuck you over. How could she not? She fucks you over everyone. He doesn't seem to hear me. You don't know her like I do. I've been in talks with her for months. She's reasonable, if strict, stay on her good side, and she delivers on her promises. How can you be so naive? Has she actually come through on anything she's promised? Or has she just been stringing you along, using those promises as bait? He shakes his head, not in disagreement, but as if he wanted to dislodge my words from his ears. Just hand over the vial. Patty, wake up. Your obsession's leading you right to your own pit of decay. What happened to your instincts, to all the voices that prophesied the future? Where are they now? When you're about to entrust Ritra with unimaginable power, can you see the end of the world in the making? What's wrong with you? Everything's wrong with me. The raw fury in his voice shocks me. I've never seen him so unhinged. Eyes blazed, fangs out, fingers curled into claws and ready for a fight. But just as quickly, he regains his composure, shaking his head again and relaxing his hands. I'm going to ask you one last time. Please hand over the vial. I know the past few nights have been hell for you, through no fault of your own. For what's this worth, I've grown to like you. I really don't want this to get ugly. But I need the vial, so hand it over now. No. Furious red mist clouds my vision, obliterating the last scraps of common sense I barely had to begin with. I didn't catch Pedro's reaction. I just turned away from him and stormed off toward the RV. But I don't get very far. Give me that vial. Suddenly I'm no longer in control of my own body. My limbs are stiff, head frozen in place, voice lost. I'm a marionette, and my puppeteer has just pulled my strings taut. I turn against my own will, legs straightening in protest, and step by step I walk toward Padraig, who is looking at me steadily, one hand extended and fingers dancing softly, as if orchestrating my every move. And I can't stop, no matter how much I scream inside my head, urging my muscles to defy him. There's nothing I can go to break free from Padraig's indomitable will. I march right up to him and slowly reach into my belt bag with a trembling hand, and then it stops. Padraig pauses for a moment, his hand dropping towards his dice ring. He starts spinning erratically with a distant look in his eyes, and though the invisible strings still tug on my limbs, I can feel them loosen with every damn spin. The moment his concentration wavers, I seize my chance. In that fleeting second of Padraig's hesitation, I grab the wooden stake he gave me on the first night we met and drive it into his heart in one swift move. He lets out a soft, startled sound and crumples onto the ground, unmoving. Only his eyes betray the consciousness, dazed, astonished, and absolutely terrified. I can't believe I feel sorry for him, the same jerk who pulled me along and pretended to care for Neil Rick. Christ, I must be some kind of magnet for this specific brand of asshole, proven twice over just one night. Well, lesson learned. The worst part of this isn't this isn't your fault. Padraig can respond, of course. But hell, I'm not even sure who I'm talking to, him or myself. I crouched down, head buried between my knees, desperately trying to choke back the panic and grief swelling up in me like a tide. Dawn is almost upon us. I can just break it down now, damn it. I need to get out of here. I glance at Padraig, but he quickly looked away, seeing his eyes empty and soulless. I could remove the stake. Nobody deserves to burn alive, unable to do anything about it, but I just know he wanted to let up. My gut screams that the second I pull the stake out, he'll come at me again, stubborn as hell. And right now my gut's the only thing I trust. Padraig lied to me over and over again about his ring, his motives, his trust to Ritra. How can I trust him not hurt me when I hit just like everyone else? Maybe it's time I really start living like one of my kind, minding my own business instead of sticking my nose into others, even with the best intentions. Survival's the game we all play, but it's the sound that dictates the rules, so let's have the sound decide. Alec Padraig sprawled on the ground and hopped into my RV. I started the engine, slammed my foot on the gas. You gotta look out for yourself, Kelly. Nobody else is gonna do it. You gotta look for yourself. I chant the words over and over like a mantra as I drive away, leaving behind Padraig, the Camarilla, the irons, the city, this whole mess, while the vial contained the blood of my most ancient of ancestors burns a hole in my belt bag. You gotta look out for yourself, Kelly. But if I'm really just looking out for myself, why the hell do I feel so wrecked? This is my reckoning. All nothing in the world can take it away. Oh man, reckoning is engineering well. Man, it's so crazy. That long, reading. Well, rest in my palm. How we both promise and burden. The blood inside is dark, thick like syrup, and there seems to be a faint warmth to it. Or maybe that's just me making things up. I'm pretty good at that. I was taught by the best of the best after all. It looks like so harmless, so bland, so plain, so boring. The blood of an antediluvian, the progenitor of my entire dwindling clan. God, I can't even remember his name. Zapatasura. Right, that guy. I'm not even sure if Reynard actually believed his own tales about saving our clan from extinction. What did he say again? The last time Zapatasura woke up, he almost wiped out all his descendants, and that was just the start of the mayhem. Sounds like a load of crap, but I really don't know. Honestly, I feel like I don't know anything anymore, and yet everyone's desperate to get their hands on this cursed thing. Ailing, Ritual, Reynard, Padraig. Oh, Padraig, you bleeding idiot. What would you do? What would he do if he was in my shoes? He'd probably hold on into launch into some long-winded rant about the importance of knowledge. What he actually did was, damn it, I'm really going to miss that goofball, or at least the version of him I knew before tonight, the version that never really existed. When did I become such a fragile mess? But this vial looks just so fragile. I could just throw it away. Watch the glass break and blood splatter everywhere. Blood, fate, hunger. I guess I'll be like Padraig and hang on to you for a bit longer. It'll be our little secret. After all, I'm Ravenous, the rogue, the raven, the trickster, and the secrets I keep. So that's it, man. The credits. Well, to be honest, this game, I didn't have fun of it. I mean, didn't really enjoy it at all. I mean, okay, just text, whatever, story, whatever, some music, okay. Anyway, but I have to complete it because I like to complete the games I started. Anyway, that was Vampire the Masquerade Renewed. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe there's another like story. Let's speed it up. Like maybe in a Callus story, maybe in Reynard story, something like that. So let's check it out. Maybe I don't know. Community club. What am I expecting? I just need to skip it. I'm just thinking maybe something will come. Like some secret. Always thinking like some secret is gonna come after credits or something like that, you know. So I don't skip the stuff. But sometimes it's real. Man, it's too long. So wait, Padraig. Yeah, complete for Padraig. I've never been this close to grasping the nature of my voices dances almost within reach. I can help but question when the stakes are there highest. Do I have what it takes to because, well, I can really play for Padraig. Crazy. Hunger. Rick relies on discussion mysterious. Last under what dangers that manage his hunger. Ah, so we're gonna play like his story, right? Brooklyn Bridge. Okay, I got it. Well, anyway, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it, but Rick's story. Well, anyway, take care of yourself.